This is an SKN Newsline special feature.
Well, we're backstage here with Kes, the famous Kes. Hello, hello, hello. So, how do you think that you did tonight? How was your performance?
You know, it was good. You're making me blush, you know. I find you you're making me kind of, anyhow. No, it was amazing, you know. St. Kitts, it's just always a good time to be back. Me and the entire band love St. Kitts. And we celebrated our birthday tonight on the stage as well, too. So tonight was just, you know, it's just a great night. People came out to party. And I came out to have a good time as well. So I'm glad it was reciprocated and we had a good time.
All right. So do you think, did you ever think that Hello would be the #1 song?
You know, I don't think you guys ever know that. I knew it was a good song, but I just, you know, you just never know it gonna continue. And it's continuing to grow. So I just give thanks right now for it and continue to play the song the best and give people what they want, you know.
Okay, so where are you going from St. Kitts?
From St. Kitts, we take a quick stop in Trinidad. I had to pay some bills, do some things. And then Saturday we're in Aruba. And then we go St. John's, and then we have St. Lucia, and then we have Antigua, and then we have Barbados. And then no, we're moving.
One of our top artists right now in St. Kitts, what must I say, the region. And Byron, your performance tonight was just wonderful. Like, I was out there just smiling. Tell me, what do you think about your performance though?
Well, I think my performance was just how I expected it to be. Excellent. So yeah.
There are a few other artists here, international artists, not a local de jour. If you had to do any collaboration with any of the artists that's on the show tonight, who would it be and why?
Well, I would say Aishana. Why? Because I mean, the category of music and the genre of music, we both fit. So yeah, and she really inspired me to do the boom boom boom, eh? Cause you know I mean, freedom of speech. So yeah, man, I would like to do a feature with Aishana. Another one to Wayne Wonder, you understand? Cause from time Wayne Wonder touched down and was in the conference, he was like, oh, this youth, yeah, he been doing it, and yeah, he encouraging me. So yeah, man, yeah.
If you had to basically motivate any youth right now who wants to be a singer, wants to be a footballer, whatever, can you tell me what will be your words to them, knowing that, you know, last year or so, nobody even probably know who you were. Right now, almost the whole entire Caribbean know who Byron Messiah is. Tell me what would be your words to them?
Well, I would say don't give up, you know what I mean? And just stay in school too, because I mean I still in school, I still in CFBC, because that's where I get most of my push to, because the students them, yeah, and so forth. And I just want to say, just keep doing the right thing, don't go down the bad path, cause if you're doing something bad, you can't do music, cause them two things they don't mix, you understand? It's either one thing. So yeah, just hold our meds and just build music, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the one and only Dijour. Dijour just came off the stage, sweating and all. Dijour, this morning I asked you about if not singing with the band is going to hamper your performance in any way. I mean, tell me what gave you that energy tonight to just even sing, even to me, better than when you sing with the band.
It's always the same flame, man. Music is I love. Music is a passion for me. If I don't do it, I feel sick, you know what I mean? So I just have to, when music starts to play, I just have to react, you know what I mean? And react in a positive way and just move and just sing and just have no choice but to enjoy myself. And I always give thanks that the crowd feel my energy too, you know what I mean? Because they can see that I'm enjoying myself. So they start to enjoy themselves too. Yeah, man.
What was the difference tonight from when you first came on the St. Kitts Music Festival? Obviously you have grown, but what do you think will be the difference if you have to explain it?
Well, first of all, the first time I went to a music festival, I didn't have any hair on my head. So that's one. Let's see, I have a lot more voice control, I would say, and my voice matured a lot more. I think the first time I performed, I was at least 13, 14. So 13, 14, maybe somewhere around there, you know what I mean? But there's a big change, and I'm singing a lot more for the ladies, and it's the wordplay is a bit more complicated and more intriguing and more. It just makes you want to hear more, you know what I mean?
You on a stage with persons like Wayne Wonder and August, and tell me any one of these artists you would love to collaborate with and why.
Let's see. I'd love to collaborate with Lauryn Hill, Sizzler, Wayne Wonder, just to name a few. And why? Because let's see. My parents been playing the music from since I was small. You know what I mean? These were basically like the type of music I grew up on. So it would be an honor for me, and I think it would be an honor for my parents also, if I could do something with them, you know what I mean? Because these are the people they grew up on, and they basically passed down the music to me. So yeah, those people.
And one last question. You did something tonight that was real touching to me, because it's personal, and it's personal because I am a teacher in the prison. You send a message across the the street to the prisoners. Tell me what influenced you to do that.
There was this time a few years ago I did this movie. It didn't come out, but I did this movie, and we had to go into the prison to do part of the filming, and I realized like I had like a big fan base in there, and these people like they really love me, and they really appreciate my music, and it's like they've been following me from a little youth, you know what I mean? And I felt like I had to give them something. I have to leave something with them. Music is a blessing. Music sends a message, and I had to send a message to them.
Well, I'm here with Mr. Sizzler Kalonji, who just came off the Nevis musical stage. The great, legendary Sizzler. You were here a couple years ago. Tell us what your experience been this time compared to the last time.
I'm telling you, comparing to the last time, it's just beautiful, and it gets better each and every time. My last time here was really beautiful, and I'm always enjoying my visit and performance in St. Kitts. But as you know, we grew much older and we came more experienced, and I'm telling you, the staff for the St. Kitts Musical Festival is just lovely. They follow your heart, and I'm feeling hearty this morning being here, and my whole entire experience of just being renewed with these people and their spirit in supporting culture, music and artists, especially artists out of the island. Yes. I like how they support artists out of the island, and very much so artists from this homeland. Big respect, St. Kitts.
This morning I had a talk with you and invited you to the prison. Unfortunately, you weren't able to make it. If you had the time to come to the prison today, what would have been your words to the prisoners?
I think my words to them would have been something in a positive sense that would encourage them for them not to do anything that would have landed them there in the first place. I would very much encourage them to do something, and the minute they've been placed with the opportunity of getting out, they should be positive in their thoughts and be conscious in their doing and do something that's really conducive to their own country. I know there's temptation. A lot of people might be innocent. A lot of people have done stuff that's really wrong, but you know, none of us is perfect, and the most I say, you must forgive them, child, they know not what they've done. We love you all. You're still someone's child. You're people's children. Love you all the youths in the prison. Break down the prison wall and set the prisoners free. Words of Rastafari. Do good and love, and if you love something, you won't destroy it. So stop destroying yourself and get out the prison.
So I'm here with Ambassador Jonell Powell of the St. Kitts Music Festival Committee. We're coming down to the close of the 22nd annual St. Kitts Music Festival. Your thoughts on the entire affair over the last 3 days?
Best ever St. Kitts Music Festival. No, seriously, the response to the artists has been fantastic, and that's because we've had just amazing performances over the last 3 nights. We're listening now to Fetty Wap closing out this year's edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival, and I think I can speak on behalf of the entire team and say we're really proud of what we've been able to do from the beginning in terms of getting out artists early, 6-month lead time. It obviously worked. We continue to attract top talent, and so we're able to lead out with Spice, Patti LaBelle, Ms. Lauryn Hill, and it obviously has worked. I must tip my hat in particular to the production team, production management team led by Fons Rodney, the stage management team led by Amali Amani, in terms of their ability to keep the show tight. I know we said 1 o'clock. We've been finishing 1-ish, so. But it's still a big improvement on last year. I was able to go to the Strip barely last night after the show, and it was just rammed. It was just full. I understand it was the same with Thursday night. We expect that tonight, and that's what we want. Hotels full, people patronizing not just the festival but the other bars. Our sponsors were fantastic. Liaisons, hospitality, marketing, just everybody chipped in, everybody did what they had to do, and I think that all resulted in a fantastic St. Kitts Music Festival 22.
Now, speaking of attendance, what would you estimate tonight? I know the first night you said it was about 5,000, probably around the same the second night. What is the third night looking at, and overall the average over the 3 nights?
I think tonight's looking the same way. And so, I mean, we don't have the official numbers yet, but I can confidently say we have surpassed our targets, and we're proud of that. We're happy for that. Not just for the bragging rights, but for the economic impact that is going to be had on St. Kitts and Nevis, because a lot of people have gone over to Nevis as well. And so we have Creston, they're doing their impact assessment, and hopefully this just means that we will now have the ability to take the St. Kitts Music Festival higher and higher. I think that's our biggest problem right now. Certainly from my part, in my position, how are we going to top this year?
That's the next question actually I was going to ask you. You've now set the bar high for the 22nd annual. What's the next step? I mean, you will have to maintain the top brass roster that you've established this year for next year and the years to come.
Well, the good thing is our music festival has now attained status, and not just this year. We've over the last couple of years been able to attain that status of being one of the biggest, one of the best music festivals, into the longevity, one of the longest lasting music festivals in the Caribbean. We now have international fame. Artists, I mean, we literally had artists calling us and saying, hey, can we get on? Why weren't we on? And so we've set a bar, a really high bar this year. Every year we keep raising it, but this year we've really raised it high. And I without saying too much, I can say we intend to surpass this year. And I'm happy to report that we are very far along in negotiations for the first act for next year.
All right, well, good stuff. Well, Ambassador Paul, again, congrats, and thank you very much for taking some time out to speak to us.
No, thank you to the media for coming out and covering the festival. It can happen without you guys, and so as we close down, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the support, all the volunteers that came together, all the patrons that came out, the sponsors, and look forward for Saints Music Festival 23 next year.
What do you